So today is Christmas Day. So to the poor sods who decided to watch a JK Mason video instead of having some fun time with their family on Christmas, let's explore what Christmas 2022 looks like on the Minecraft server Hypixel. And let me tell you, absolutely nothing has changed since Christmas last year. In fact, Hypixel's roster of games infrequently changes unless you're a Skyblock player. So of course, the two games offered at this time of year is Grinch Simulator and Santa Says. I gave Grinch Simulator a whack first, which is essentially just a scavenger hunt for all the presents hidden throughout the map of Hypixel, and the entirely unfair and overpowered strategy of having an unholy amount of presents on the roofs of buildings seemed to have been nerfed from last year. And as such, while I dilly-dallied on the top of the snow-capped rooftops, chaps with MVP ranks and above were busy scrounging their houses for more and more presents, while a VIP simpleton like myself ended up stuck through the wall. I attacked the roof using the map provided to you to try and figure out where on earth the last presents would be, but there wouldn't be many of them, as this guy had somehow claimed 56 of them, which left me not even on the leaderboard, stuck with 31 presents, in comparison to the 33 I needed to even smell first place. The other Christmas game is Santa Says, where I had to do what Santa said, like give this e-girl a Christmas present, or restore myself to full health, which I shockingly failed, give life to wooden leaves, hit on grandma with a flower, press the right button, which in your case is the bright red subscribe button, fill my pockets with coal, extinguish my flames, attack people with sea life, you get the idea. If the game tells me to do it, I do it. So how do you win? By doing it the fastest, which I unfortunately was not! However, I had an idea. The reason I wasn't winning was because of my Christmas attire. So I blatantly stole someone else's skin, edited my character's head onto it, and boom, there you have it. A Christmas skin, which will be completely removed as I whisk myself back into Grinch Simulator. This time, with the strategy of simply just exploring all the houses for presents, rather than jumping onto rooftops. Which kind of worked, as I was currently in first place. Oh, did I say I stopped the rooftop strat? I lied. I couldn't resist the snow-capped peaks of this Hypixel village, which inevitably ended up kicking me off the leaderboard, and missing parkour jumps undoubtedly didn't help either. While the rest of the leaderboard was approaching the late 20s, early 30s, my leaderboard score was still in its teens, and not increasing anytime soon. Especially with plays like that! The presents left on the map were being gobbled up, and with not much time left, helplessly cowering away inside of a tree was genuinely the best I could have done. Another round it was though. Hopefully this time I wouldn't go on the rooftops. And it was looking good so far. Staying inside of the house was a decent start, though I was shortly kicked off of the second place once I left the area. I sift out this house with some presents tucked away under the Christmas tree and was I trying to get onto the roof again? Well, thankfully I didn't, and found this house. With enough presents at the bottom of the tree, I was able to have my Christmas gift of acquiring first place. Presents were littered on leaves, and the little wooden overhang thingies on the roofs were houses and stuff. Presents were there also. Did someone say roof? Oh, come on, have I not learned anything? There was very clearly no presents anywhere, and yes, the character arc! I leaped off the roof, back into a house to steal presents from the helpless innocents simply trying to enjoy the festive season. I hopped down the chimney to steal presents rather than deliver them, and ended up reaching 40 gifts acquired. I was becoming a pro. I sniffed out more of them hidden in this closet, and with 30 seconds left, and my first place being a good 8-9 presents ahead, I figured I had this game, but I needed to find more just to be sure. I sprinted around frantically, finding one more on this frozen lake before I won Grinch Simulator. 1 out of 2 Hypixel's Christmas games I had won on. Now though, it was time to slave away my precious time on Santa Says. Milk and cookies, tame a horse, give diamonds to all these chaps, do this, do that, take a swan dive off the base, fire my arrow at harmless slimes in the sky, demolish some digestives, open a present, like how all of you did this morning, enchant weaponry and eliminate coal and Even though I had not failed a single game, I had only come third. Santa Says is honestly more repetitive than even Grinch Simulator. The scenery doesn't even change at all, it's just the same kind of thing constantly. Some highlights of Santa Says was completing that parkour first, nearly bouncing out of the map, and punching the most amount of grass possible, landing me in second place. So in theory, next game I'd get first. Wrong. Despite my pace at getting into a bed, I ended up brewing the wrong potion and failed the challenge. And once I had done that, my run was all but over. The next rounds weren't any better, as when asked to kill a chicken, my bloodlust meant I murdered a pig instead. And I wasn't even the fastest at failing! Also, dying to the zombie horde didn't help my run at all, so yeah, joint second place. Give Rudolph a red nose, punch the most tall grass, doing all these pointless, meaningless tasks just for the spirit of Christmas. Build a snowman. Look at that guy's snowman. It's even got legs. Bounce as high as you can, though you can't bounce out of the map. Clamber into a minecart. Down some eggnog, flirt with grandma, force sheep to mate in the spirit of Christmas. Enter the end portal, because this video is close to ending. And speaking of ending, on a high note that is, I got first place. I had completed both Christmas games on the Minecraft server Hypixel, so while I slaved away my Christmas on this funny little Minecraft server, I hope all of you had whatever your interpretation of a good Christmas was. I hope you all saw the family you wanted to see, had the biggest or smallest meal that you wanted, and overall, just had a very good time. Merry Christmas, chaps. And considering the next time I'll see y'all will be in the new year, have a happy new year.